In this video, we'll go through exam questions that cover the criteria, calculate amounts of money, compound interest, percentage increases, decreases and discounts, including tax and simple budgeting. You can locate the questions on the mathsmaths.com website under Level 2. The questions come from different exam boards. We'll start with the non-calculated questions and then we'll move to the calculated questions. Here is the first one. Amanda wants to buy a new mobile phone. She sees these two offers for the same mobile phone. We've got offer A, 2-year contract, monthly cost £59 and mobile phone cost £39.96. Offer B, SIM only, monthly cost £11 and mobile phone cost £889.92. Amanda says, I will save more than £300 in total over 2 years with offer B. Use estimation to check if her statement is reasonable. You must show your working. So we are going to use estimation, which means we're not going to use the exact figures. So we're going to round them. £59, we could round that to 60. £39.96, we can round that to £40. Monthly cost of 11, we can round that to 10. £889.92, we can round that to 900. Or 890 to the nearest £10. 890 in fact might be a better number as we rounded all of these to the nearest 10. However, it's not wrong to round it to 900. So looking at offer A, 2-year contract, so that is 12 months and 12 months, 24 months. Monthly cost £60. So 24 times 60, and to the answer we're going to add the mobile phone cost. So we can do 24 times 6 and add a 0 at the end. 6 times 4 is 24. So 4 down, 2 carried over. 6 times 2, that is 12, and the 2, that is 14. Add in the 0, so £1,440. To that, we're going to need to add the £40, the mobile phone cost. So 1,440, add 40 to that, gives us 1,480. For offer A. Looking at offer B, SIM only, monthly cost, I'm going to say £10, over 2 years, so that is 24 months, 24 times 10, that gives us 240. The mobile phone cost is 890, add 240, 0 and 0 is 0, 9 and 4 is 13, so 3 down, 1 carried over, 8 and 1 is 9, and the 2 is 11. So overall cost for offer B, that is £1,130. So now comparing it to 1,480, what is the difference? Is it more than £300? So 1,480, take away 1,130, 8 take away 3 gives us 5, 4 take away 1 is 3, 1 take away 1 is 0. So £350 saved. So that is more than £300. So is Amanda correct? We'll say yes. She will save £350, which is more than £300. Another option is to rent a fully furnished office. So this question links to a previous one. Prices vary according to the length of the rental period. We've got rental period 1 year, price per calendar month £10,000. 5 years, that is £8,500. Calculate the percentage discount per month if the office is rented for 5 years rather than 1 year. So we're looking at the percentage discount per month. So rental period 1 year, price per calendar month is £10,000. So this is the price per month, and this is also the price per month. So what is the discount? If we take away 8,500 from the 10,000, that's going to give us the discount. So we've got 0 take away 0, which is 0. Again 0. We need to take away 5 from the 0, which means we've got to borrow. But we can't borrow from the 0 here. I'm going to borrow from the whole thing from 10. This becomes 9. This becomes 10. 10 take away 5 gives us 5. 9 take away 8 gives us 1. So 1,500 is the difference. What is that as a percentage? Because we're looking at the percentage. So it's 1,500 out of the original, the initial amount before the discount, which is 10,000. So out of 10,000. So we can divide both numbers by 100 to give us 15 out of 100. Can we simplify this any further? We can divide both numbers by 5. So 15 divided by 5 gives us 3. 100 divided by 5 gives us 20. Now I simplified this and got the simplest form. However, to work it out as percentage, all I need is this. 15 out of 100, which is 15%. So rather than going and dividing 3 by 20 to get it as a decimal and then convert it into a percentage, I can just stay here with 15%. 15 out of 100 means 15%. The government announces that the minimum wage for people over 25 years old will increase from £8.21 to £8.72 per hour. A 26-year-old woman works 30 hours a week and is paid the minimum wage. She thinks that the extra money she will earn will cover a rent increase of £20 per week. Is the one correct? Show your calculation. So we're focusing on the extra money. How much extra money will she get per hour? So she will get £8.72 from the £8.21 that she earned before the increase. So 2 take away 1 is 1, 7 take away 2 is 5, 8 take away 8 is 0. So 0.51, which is 51 pence. So she earns 51 pence more per hour. She works 30 hours a week. So 30 hours a week means we've got to multiply 0.51 by 30. I'm going to break 30 down into 10 and 10 and 10. They all add up to 30. So if I do 10 times 0.51, and add the answers up, that will be the same as multiplying 30 by 0.51. But multiplying by 10 is much easier because we know that we just need to move the decimal to make the number bigger. So we're going to move one place to the right. So this will be 5.1. And as it's money, we can add a 0 after that to make it £5 10 So this is the same, and this is the same because it's the same calculation. So adding these now, that is 30 pence. 5 and 5 is 10, and the 5 is 15. So £15 30 extra per week, which is less than £20. So is the one correct? We're going to say no. And we've shown why. You pick up this leaflet when visiting the bank. You put £900 into the Highfield Bank Premium Savings account for 2 years. Calculate the total amount of interest you will earn after 2 years. Compound interest. Show your working out and write the answer in the box below. The leaflet says Premium Savings Account 6% interest. Terms and conditions: interest applied annually, so every year at the end of the year. Minimum savings term 2 years. So we're going to calculate this for 2 years. Let's start with year 1. So £900 at 6% interest. So we'll work out 6% of £900. 1% of 900. That will be 900 divided by 100, because there are 100 lots of 1% in the whole amount, in the 100% amount, which is £900 in this case. So if I divide 900 by 100, it gives me 9. So I know what 1% is worth. So 6% will be 6 times that. So 9 times 6 is 54. So at the end of year 1, there will be 900 and the £54, which is £954. So this is end of year 1. Now we've got to work it out for another year, year 2 now. So we're looking at 6% of £954 because it's compound interest. So you earn interest on the interest for year 1 as well, not just the £900 you put in, you invested. So again, 1% of this can be worked out by going 954 divided by 100. So I'll rewrite 954 here. There is no decimal point at the moment because it's a whole number, but you can imagine it being right at the end. So now we'll move 2 places to the left. So 1, 2. So £9.54 is equal to 1%. What about 6%? That will be 6 times that. So we'll multiply this by 6. 6 times 4, that is 24, so 4 down, 2 carried over. 6 times 5, that is 30, and the 2, that makes 32. So 2 down and 3 carried over. 6 times 9, that is 54, and the 3, that is 57. Now where do we put the decimal point? We're going to count the decimal places. 9.54 has 2 decimal places, 1, 2. 6 has no decimal places because it's a whole number. So we're going to give the answer 2 decimal places. Going backwards, 1, 2. So £7.24 interest at the end of year 2. Question is asking to calculate the total amount of interest. So we're looking at interest at the end of year 1, that was £54, and at the end of year 2 that was £57.24. So if we add them together, it should give us the total amount of interest. So 4 and 0 is 4, 2 and 0 is 2, 7 and 4 is 11, so 1 down, 1 carried over, 5 and 5 is 10, and the 1 is 11. So £111.24. The company selling the billboard is offering a discount. The regular price of the billboard is £620 per month. They are offering a discount of 12.5% from the regular price. What is the new monthly cost? Show your working out and write the answer in the box below. There are different ways you can work this out to get 12.5% of the £620. You could use the 10% method. So work out 10% of 620, which is 62, and then get 1% and so on. However, 12.5% is also half of 25%. So we know that 25%, that is a quarter. So this is 25%. Half of this will be 12.5%. So it's like cutting the whole thing into 8 equal slices. So 12.5% is 1/8 of the whole thing. So if I work out 1/8 of 620 is the same as working out 12.5% of it. So what I can do is 620 divided by 8. So how many 8s would fit into 62? 8 times 8 makes 64. 62 is less than 64, so we're going to go to 8 times 7, which is 56. So if I take away 56 from the 62, I've got 6 left, 6 remaining. So I'll put that here. Now how many 8s fit into 60? Again, that will be 7. And that leaves us with 4 remaining, because 60 take away 56 gives us just 4. Now we've got 4 remaining, but we have no more digits. So if we put decimal point here and in the answer, we can add a 0 here. So how many 8s into 40? That's exactly 5, because 5 times 8 gives us 40. So 1/8 or 12.5% of 620 is equal to 77.5. So that's the discount, £77.50. The question is, what is the new monthly cost? So we're going to work this out by taking away 77.5 from 620. So 0 take away 0 is 0. We need to take away 5 from the 0, which means we've got to borrow. We can't borrow from this here because it's a 0, so we're going to borrow 1 from the 2. The 2 becomes a 1, this becomes 10. Now we can borrow from the 10, so the 10 becomes 9, and this becomes 10. 10 take away 5 gives us 5. 9 take away 7 gives us 2. 1 take away 7 means we've got to borrow 1 from the 6, so this becomes 5, this becomes 11. 11 take away 7 gives us 4. 5 take away 0 gives us 5. So the answer is £542.50. You are looking to buy shares in Highfield Advertising and Promotions. Your manager tells you that you will receive 3% interest on the money you invest. The interest will be applied annually, so once a year, at the end of the year. The minimum investment time is 3 years. You decide to invest £950 for 3 years. Calculate the compound interest you will earn after 3 years. Show your working out and write the answer in the box below. This question is very similar to the previous one that we've done. So we've got £950 investment. We're going to work out 3%. So 3% of 950. So we'll use the 1% method. 950 divided by 100, that will give us 9.5. So you move in the decimal point 2 places to the left to make this number smaller. 3%, that will be 3 times that. So 9.5 times 3. 3 times 5 is 15, so 5 down, 1 carried over. 3 times 9 is 27, and the 1 is 28. So we have 1 decimal place here. No decimal place for the 3 because it's a whole number, so we're going to give the answer 1 decimal place. So 28.5. So that is the interest for year 1. Now we'll work out for year 2. So 3% of not 950, but 950 plus 28.5. So we need to add the interest earned in year 1. So that is 5879. So 3% of 978.5. Again, we use the 1% method because we can't use a calculator. So we'll do 978.5 divided by 100. So moving the decimal point 2 places to the left, we get 9.785. That is 1%, so 3% will be 3 times that. So I'm going to multiply this by 3. 3 times 5 is 15, so 5 down, 1 carried over. 3 times 8 is 24, and the 1 is 25, so 5 down, 2 carried over. 3 times 7 is 21, and the 2, that is 23, so 3 down, 2 carried over. 3 times 9 is 27, and the 2 is 29. The first number has 1, 2, 3 decimal places. 3 has no decimal places, so overall we'll give this 3 decimal places, so 29.355. That is interest gained at the end of year 2. We have 1 more year to go, so 3% of 978.5 plus 29.355. So let's just do it here. 29, lining them up correctly, decimal point and a decimal point. Doesn't matter if you don't have digits here at the top, we could fill them with zeros if we want, or leave them blank. So that is 5, 5, 8, 8 and 9 is 17, so 7 down, 1 carried over, 7 and 2 is 9, and the 1, that is 10, so 0 down, 1 carried over, 9 and 1 is 10. So that's the total amount available at the end of year 2. We're going to work out 3% of that. So again, 1% of 1007.855 is worked out by doing 1007.855 divided by 100. So moving the decimal point 2 places to the left, we get 10.07855. Notice how I haven't rounded so far, because you need to try to not round, only do it at the end. I know it's money, and you only have 2 digits after the decimal point when it comes to money, but don't round throughout and then round at the end. It gives you a more accurate figure. So we've got 1%, we're going to multiply it by 3 to get 3%. So 3 times 5 is 15, 5 down, 1 carried over. 3 times 5 again 15, and the 1 is 16, so 6 down, 1 carried over. 3 times 8 is 24, and the 1 is 25, 5 down, 2 carried over. 3 times 7 is 21, and the 2 is 23, so 3 down, 2 carried over. 3 times 0 is 0, and the 2 is 2. 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 1 is 3. Now to place the decimal point, first number has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimal places. 3 doesn't have any, so in total we give the answer 5 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 30.23565. That's interest at the end of year 3. We only need the interest over 3 years, so we're going to add interest for year 1, 2 and 3. So 30.23565 plus 29.355 plus 28.5. So we've got 5 here, 6, 5 and 5 is 10, so 0 down, 1 carried over. 3 and 5 is 8, and the 1 is 9. 2 and 3 is 5, and the 5 is 10, so 0 down, 1 carried over. 1 and 9 is 10, and the 8 is 18. 8 down, 1 carried over. 3 and 2 is 5, and the 2 is 7, and the 1 is 8. So we've got to give our answer with 2 decimal places because it's money. So this will be the cutoff point. Looking on the right, we've got a 0, which means we're going to round down. So we're going to keep this as £88.09. Sally will be going with her son, who's a child. The holiday will be for 2 weeks, so going somewhere on holiday. She sees offers for 2 holidays. Thailand, adult price £450 per week, child price 40% discount off adult price. Special offers, stay 2 weeks, get 1/6 off total cost. Hawaii, adult price £660 per week, child price 10% discount off adult price. Special offer, second week free. Which holiday is cheaper, Thailand or Hawaii? You must show your working. So we'll start with Thailand. We've got £450 per week for an adult, and we've got the 40% discount for the child price. So we're going to work out 40% of 450. As we can't use a calculator, we'll use the 10% method. So 10% of 450, that is 450 divided by 10, which means knocking off a 0, so that is £45 for the 10%. What about 40%? That will be 4 times that. So we're going to multiply 45 by 4. 4 times 5 is 20, so 0 down, 2 carried over. 4 times 4 is 16, and the 2 is 18. So that is £180, the discount. So we're going to take it away from 450 to work out the discounted price. So that's 0. To take away 8 from the 5, we're going to borrow 1 from the 4. So this becomes 15. Take away 8, that gives us 7. 3 take away 1 is 2. So that is £270 £250, the child price. So the price for the adult is 450, the price for the child is 270. Adding them together should give us the total price for 1 week. So there we have 0, 5 and 7, that is 12, so 2 down, 1 carried over, 4 and 2 is 6 and the 1 is 7. So £720 per week. It's for 2 weeks though, so we're going to double that. So 720 and 720, 0, 4, 14. So that is £1,440 in total for 2 weeks. It says stay 2 weeks and get a sixth off the total cost. So we're going to divide 1,440 by 6. How many 6s fit into 14? That is 2 of them. So 2 times 6 is 12. If you take it away from the 14, that gives us 2 remaining. How many 6s into 24? That is 4, exactly 4, because 4 times 6 is 24. How many 6s into 0? That is just 0. So £240 discount. So if we take it away from £1,440, should give us the total discounted price for going to Thailand and staying in Thailand. So take away 240, 0, 0, 2, 1. So £1,200, that is the cost of staying for 2 weeks in Thailand for the mother and the child. Now we're looking at Hawaii. We've got adult price £660 per week, child price 10% discount off the adult price. So we're working out 10% of 660. So 660 divided by 10, that gives us 66. So knocking off a 0. So that is the discount. So we're going to do now 660, take away 66 to give us the child price. So we're taking away 6 from the 0, which means we've got to borrow 1 from the 6. So it becomes 10. 10 take away 6 gives us 4. We need to take away 6 from the 5, which again means we've got to borrow. So we're borrowing 1, this becomes 5, this becomes 15. So 15 take away 6 gives us 9, 5 take away 0 gives us 5. So that is the child price. The adult price is 660, so if we add 594 to this, it should give us the total price for the child and the adult. So 0 and 4 is 4, 6 and 9 is 15, so 5 down, 1 carried over, 6 and 5 is 11, and the 1 is 12. So this is the price you have to pay per week. Special offer, second week free. So this will be the total that they will pay for both weeks. So we're now comparing 1,200 with 1,254. That's pounds. So 1,200 is the cheapest. So which one is cheaper? That's Thailand. And we've shown the working out. Joe sees the special offer on a pack of nappies. Nappies pack of 25, usual price £6.75, 1/3 off usual price. Joe normally buys nappies that cost 21 pence each. How much will Joe save per nappy by buying this pack? You must show your working. Okay, so we could do this in different ways. This is the usual price. If we divide it by 25, it can give us the usual price per nappy, and then we can take 1/3 off. Or we can work out 1/3 off the usual price, which is £6.75 for the whole pack, and then divide it by 25, and then compare it to the 21 pence. So whichever way we go about it is absolutely fine. I'm just going to go with the first one. So usual price is £6.75, and I'm going to convert this into pence, which is 675 pence, because there are 100 pence in a pound. So if I divide this by 25, how many 25s fit into 67? That is just 2 of them, which makes 50. So 67 take away 50 gives us 17. Now we're looking at how many 25s fit into 175. Into 100 we've got 4 lots of 25. Into 75 we've got 3 lots of 25. So altogether that is 7. 7 lots of 25 makes 175. Exactly that. So 27 pence is the cost per nappy with the usual price. Now we've got a third off the usual price. So what is 27 divided by 3? We know that's 9, because 9 times 3 equals 27. So 27, take away the 9, that is going to give us 18. So 18 pence. That's the cost. Joe normally buys them for 21 pence. So 21 now, take away 18, gives us 3 pence. So that's how much she saves, 3 pence per nappy. Now we're moving to calculated questions. Megan is the manager of a computer shop. She organizes a sale with 18% off all tablets. Megan changes the price of one tablet from £389 to £330.98. Has Megan changed the price correctly? So she has changed this from 389 to 330.98. So if we take this away, we can work out the discount in pounds. So 389 take away 330.98 gives us £58.02. Now this is £58.02 out of the original price, which was £389. So if we use a calculator, 58.02 divided by £389 gives us 0.149, which is 14.9%. So by multiplying this by 100, the 0.149 that is, gives us 14.9%. And that is much lower than 18%. So no, she hasn't changed the price correctly. Use estimation to show a check of your answer. So when we worked it out, 58.02 was about 15%. So what we're going to do is work out 15% of 390 or 389. So we'll do 15% of 389. So that is 15 out of 100 of 389. Using a calculator, so 15 divided by 100, which is 0.15, times 389 gives us 58.35, which is very close to the 58.02. So that proves that this amount is about 15%, not 18%. Gabby wants to buy a flat. The cost of the flat is £175,000. The bank uses this formula to work out the mortgage Gabby can get. M is equal to 4.625A. M is for mortgage in pounds, A is for annual income in pounds. Gabby has an annual income of £34,000. She will have to pay deposit for the flat. The deposit is the difference between the cost of the flat and the mortgage. Work out the deposit Gabby will have to pay. So we've got the formula. M is equal to 4.625 times A. So M is equal to 4.625 times A, which is the annual income, and that is 34,000. So using a calculator, we'll do 4.625 times 34,000, which is 157,250. That is how much mortgage she can get, and the deposit is the difference between the cost of the flat and the mortgage. So the cost of the flat is 175,000, so take away 157,250 should give us the mortgage. So 175,000 take away 157,250, which is 17,750. That's the deposit. Gabby invests £4,000 for 3 years. The investment earns 2% compound interest per annum. So that is per year. Work out the value of the investment at the end of 3 years. So in the previous compound interest questions, we broke it down based on each year. But now we can use a calculator, so we can use the formula, which goes initial investment, which is £4,000, times, this is the multiplier here, which is 1 point something. So it's 2% we add in on top. So if you think of 100%, which is the £4,000, we add in 2% on top. So that is 102%. Now, how do we write this as a decimal? We write it as 1.02, which is the same as 102% divided by 100. So 4,000, the investment, times 1.02 to the power of 3, as it's for 3 years. So we'll do this using a calculator. 4,000 times 1.02 times 1.02 times 1.02, so 3 times. If you have a scientific calculator, you can just do to the power of 3. But if you don't panic. So the answer is 4,244.832. So this is £4,244 and 83 pence. So rounding this to 2 decimal places. I'll show you how to do the calculation with a scientific calculator as well. So 4,000 times 1.02 to the power of 3 equals the same answer. Carlos invests £4,500 for 3 years. He receives compound interest of 1.5% per year. Carlos thinks the total of the money he invests and the interest will be more than £4,750 at the end of the 3 years. Is he correct? Show why you think this. So again, we can use the formula, which goes by initial investment, which is 4,500, times the multiplier here. So again, it's like 100%, and you add in 1.5% on top. So that is 101.5% increase each year. As a decimal, this is 1.015. You could just divide this by 100 if you like, the percentage. So I'm going to put the decimal here, 1.015 to the power of 3, because it's over 3 years. So using a calculator, we'll go 4,500 times 1.015 to the power of 3, which is 4,705.5526, and so on. We go to round this to 2 decimal places as it's money. Looking at the 2, we're going to round down. So this will be 4,705.55. And we need the pound sign in front, as it's not given. So let's just double check that we've done this in the previous question. Pound sign was given to us. Right, so I intentionally came back to the question, which says Carlos thinks the total of the money he invests and the interest will be more than 4,750. And in fact, this is 4,705. So it's less than that. So is it correct? We're going to say no. I'm going to write this here, 4,705.55, and I'm going to say no within the box. So no, it's £4,705.55. The printer offers 2 discounts. Offer A: buy 2 boxes of leaflets, get the 3rd box half price. Offer B: 5% off the total price. A customer wants to buy 3 boxes of leaflets. Which offer is cheaper for the customer? Show how you decide. So with offer A, you pay for 2 boxes and you get the 3rd box free. So practically, you get a third off. A third is 33 and a third. So 33.333%. whereas offer B, you only get 5% off. And of course, offer A is better value for money because both offers are coming from the same printer, which means the original price before the discount will be the same for offer A and B. That's why we can easily compare like this, just with the percentages without working out the actual amount. So cheaper will be offer A. Faisal starts a new job. He will work 37 hours a week for 48 weeks a year and is paid £8.25 an hour. He must pay 0% income tax on the first £12,500 he earns each year, 20% income tax on anything over £12,500 that he earns. His income tax payments are spread evenly over the 48 weeks. Faisal's first weekly wage slip shows that he has paid £8.98 income tax. He thinks he has paid more than he should. Is he correct? Shall he decide? So we need to work out income tax per week and compare it to £8.96. So 37 hours a week times the £8.25 per hour times 48 weeks should give us the income per year. So using a calculator, we do the calculation and it gives us £14,652. So that's the income per year. If we take away 12,500 for which he's not going to pay any tax, then we can work out the amount that he will pay tax on. So if we do £14,652, take away 12,500, 2512, so £2,152 he will pay tax on, and that's 20%. So 20% of 2,152 gives us £430 and 40 pence. £430 and 40 pence is the income tax that he will pay for the whole year. If we divide it by 52, it should give us the weekly payment. So £430 and 40 pence divided by 52 gives us £8 and 28 pence. So I'll just show the working out in full. So that is a bit lower than the £8.96 that he has paid. So is he correct? We're going to say yes. Xpower offer a loyalty plan. The formula Xpower used to work out the cost for the loyalty plan is D times 365 plus P times G, where D is daily charge in pounds, P is price per kilowatt hour in pounds, G is gas used per year in kilowatt hour. For this plan the charges are daily charge 32 pence, price per kilowatt hour 3.10 pence. Last year Ellie's family used 17,563 kilowatt hour of gas. This cost £719 and 38 pence. Should Ellie's family choose the loyalty plan for their gas, show your working. So we're going to work out how much it costs using the loyalty plan and compare it to what they normally are charged, like what they were charged last year. So D is a daily charge, which is 32 pence. So we'll write it in pounds as 0.32 times 365 plus P, which is price per kilowatt hour. That is 3.10 pence. So we're going to write it as 0.031. That's what it would look like in pounds, times G, gas used per year, that was 17,563. So we need to do brackets first. BIDMAS tells us that. So we'll do 0.32 times 365, which is 116.8, plus, within the brackets, we have 0.031 times 17,563, which is 544.453. So adding these two together now gives us 661.253. So that is £661.25. Comparing it to £719.38, that is cheaper. So should Ellie's family choose the loyalty plan for their gas, we're going to say yes, it's cheaper. The value of items stolen in Oldcastle has increased by 8% each year. The value of stolen items in 2017 was £1.7 million. What was the value of items stolen in 2019? So the value of the items stolen has increased by 8% each year, which means we're talking about compound growth, just like compound interest. So if we start with the original amount, which is 1.7 million, we are going to multiply that by the multiplier. So 1 point, that is 100% plus the 8%, that gives us 108%, which is the same as 1.08 as a decimal. So 1.08 to the power of 2, because we've got 2 years in between 2017 and 2019. So 1 year to get to 2018 and then another year to get to 2019. So we're going to do it to the power of 2. Now 1.7 million, I could convert that into digits if I wanted, and then multiply it by 1.08 squared, or I could keep it as 1.7, multiply it by 1.08 squared, and then write the answer in millions. So let's just try that. The last one, 1.7 times 1.08 times 1.08 gives us 1.98288. That is a million. We shouldn't forget that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to write this in digits. So 1 million, we know that has 6 digits after. So if I write the 1, I know I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits after. So after the 1 we have the 9, then we have 8, 2, 8, 8, and a gap there which we're going to fill with a 0. So this is 1,982,000 £880. Emma sells cars. The original price of a car was £15,400. Its sale price is £13,500. Calculate the percentage discount. Give your answer to one decimal place. So let's work out the discount. 15,400, take away 13,500. Using a calculator, we can do this quickly, which gives us 1,900. So that's the discount, 1,900 out of the original price, which is 15,400. Using a calculator, we can divide it by 15,400, gives us 0.1234. Just rounded it to 4 decimal places. And we've got to give the percentage. So this is as a decimal. Now as a percentage, this will be 12.34. We've got to give our answer to one decimal place. So we only need the 3 in there. The 4 tells us we've got to keep this as a 3. So 12.3%. 12.3% is the final answer. A new student takes out a student loan of £1,450 for 2 years at a compound rate of 3% per annum. Work out the amount of interest owed on this loan after 2 years. We're going to use the formula. So original amount, 1,450, or amount borrowed, times 1 point. So 100%, add the 3%, that gives us 103%, which as a decimal is 1.03. So times 1.03 to the power of 2. Using a calculator, 1,450 times 1.03 times 1.03 gives us 1,538.305. So that is £1,538 and 31 pence, because this is a 5, so that tells us we need to round up. So that's the total amount to be paid back. The question is to work out the amount of interest only. So 1,538.31, take away 1,450. So that's 1, that's 3, that's 8, 13, take away 5 gives us 8. So that's 4, take away 4 is 0, so £88 and 31 pence. Abdul wants to buy a new kitchen. He borrows £15,000 from a bank for 8 years at 9.4% annual compound interest. Abdul thinks he needs to pay back a total of more than £19,700 at the end of the 3 years. Is he correct? Show how you decide. So, the amount invested, or borrowed in this particular case, 15,000 times 1 point. So that's the 100%, add the 9.4% gives us 109.4%. Dividing this by 100 gives us 1.094 as a decimal. So that's what I'm going to plug in here, to the power of 3 because it's 3 years. So we can do this using a calculator. I'm going to show you using a scientific calculator. So 15,000 times 1 0.094 to the power of 3. So that's the button I'm pressing, the X with the square at the top. So you can put in the power, which is 3 in this case. So equals, that is 19,640.07876. So this is £19,640 and 8 pence, because we got to write 2 decimal places, and because of the 8 there, we got to round up. So is he correct is the question. No, it's not more than 19,700. It's actually less. So that's why we're going to say no here. Income tax. Everyone can earn a certain amount of money without paying tax. This is called a personal allowance. They must pay tax on any earnings over this allowance. This formula gives the amount of income tax a person pays in a year. T is equal to 0.2 times, in brackets, y minus p, where T is income tax for the year, y is money earned per year, P is personal allowance. The income personal tax allowance, or income tax personal allowance, for 2018-2019 was £11,850. A caterer earns £1,375 per month. How much income tax will she pay for the year? Show all your work in. So using the formula, we'll go T is equal to 0.2 times Y, money earned per year. At the moment, we only know amount earned per month, so we're going to multiply it by 12. So 12 times 1,375 gives us £16,500. So I'm going to plug in 16,500 here, minus P, which is personal allowance, and that is 11,850 for that particular year. So now we'll do 0.2 times what we have within the bracket. So 16,500 take away 11,850 gives us 4,650. So that needs to be multiplied by 0.2 to get the answer, which is 930. So £930. A woman applies for a new job that pays £8.50 a week more after tax. She will work 5 days a week and drive to work as she does in her job now. The new job is 6 miles further from her house. Her car travels 8.5 miles per litre of petrol. Petrol costs £1.26 per litre. Will the woman be better off with a new job after she takes the petrol into consideration? Explain your answer. Include calculations to support your decision. So we're looking to see whether the cost of petrol is less than what she earns extra per week. So the new job is 6 miles further from her house. So also coming back, that means 12 miles per day. And she works 5 days a week, so that's going to be 5 times 12, which is 60. So that is 60 miles per week. Her car travels 8.5 miles per litre of petrol. Petrol costs £1.26 per litre. So she needs to do 60 miles. If I divide that by 8.5, that should give us how many litres of petrol are needed. So 7.06. And if I multiply that by 1.26, should give us the cost. Which is 8.8956. So that is £8.90. And if we compare it to £8.50, will the woman be better off with a new job after she takes petrol into consideration? We're going to say no, because that's not enough to cover the cost. Your boss needs you to make some travel arrangements for him. He will travel to Hull 4 days every week for the next 6 months, 26 weeks. He needs to arrive at Hull at 8:30 a.m. and catch the train home at 5 p.m. each day. We've got train ticket price information, trains to Hull, ticket type, day return £8, off-peak day return £6.20. Season tickets valid for 1 week, £29.60, 1 month, £113.70, 1 year, £1,184. Price per season ticket covers all travel while the ticket is valid. Off-peak tickets are not valid for travel between 7 and 9 or between 15 and 19. So that means we can't purchase an off-peak ticket. If purchasing day return, that's £8 per day. That's 4 days per week. So we'll do 4 times 8 times 26. That's the number of weeks. That gives us £832. If purchasing the weekly one, that is £29.60, and we're talking about 26 weeks, so multiplying 29.6 by 26 gives us £769.60. Going for the monthly ticket, that will be 6 times 113.70, which is £682.20. The yearly one, that is much more expensive than the rest, so what we're going to suggest is the monthly one, because that's the cheapest. So we're going to say recommendation monthly ticket, explanation, we're going to say it's the cheapest, and we've shown the calculations in the box above. A man has £5,000. He will put his money into a savings account at a bank. He wants to save it for 1 year. Bank A pays 2% compound interest. It adds interest every 6 months. pays 3.15% annual interest rate. Which bank should the man choose? Explain your decision, include calculations to support your decision. So we'll use the compound interest formula for both of these. We'll start with Bank A. So 5,000 times 1.02, so 102%, to the power of 2, because it's for 1 year, but interest is added every 6 months. So that would be twice a year. So using a calculator, we'll do 5,000 times 1.02 times 1.02, which is £5,202. And for Bank B, that is now 5,000 times 1.0315. Annual interest rates, so that means this is paid only once a year, and so we could do it to the power of 1, but it makes no difference. To the power of 1 means the number itself, so we can just leave it like that and do 5,000 times 1.0315, which is 5,157.5. So which bank should the man choose? Should be Bank A, because he offers better value for money. That's Bank A. A secretary needs to order 8 boxes of paper clips. Each box costs £7.67. The table below shows a discount offered on large orders. What amount will the secretary have to pay? Show your working. So it's 8 boxes at £7.67 each. Gives us £61.36. That is within this range, which means there will be a 6.5% discount. So 6.5%, which is out of 100 of the amount, £61.36. So we'll do 6.5 divided by 100 times 61.36 gives us 3.9884. So that is a 3.99 discount, £3.99. So if we do 61.36, take away 3.99, should give us the amount to pay. Which is £57.37. A 22-year-old man wants to apply for this job. He wants to work out how much his annual take-home pay will be. Staff required for busy town centre retail store. Shifts available 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Includes 1 hour break unpaid. 6 days per week. National minimum wage. So we've got the national minimum wage rates. He's 22 years old, so that will fall within this range. So pay will be £7.70. He knows he has to pay income tax and national insurance, and what is left is his take-home pay. So we've got pounds, taxable income, and tax rate. He's told that his national insurance will be about £600 national insurance in the year. What will the man's annual pay be? So we've got the rate of pay. Let's see how many hours he's going to work. So 6 a.m. to 1 p.m., but it includes 1 hour break that is unpaid. So if we take away that hour, it should be 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. So 12 take away 6 gives us 6 hours. 6 hours, 6 days per week, so that is 36 hours. So 36 hours times 7.7 gives us 277.2. That's the weekly pay. There are 52 weeks in the year, so we're going to do 52 times 277.2, which is 14,414.4. So personal allowance is 12,500. So if we take away that personal allowance, that is 9. So £1,914.40 is taxable. So that will fall within the basic tax rate at 20%. So 20%, that is 20 out of 100 of £1,914.14, 40 pence. Gives us £382 and 88 pence to be paid, and national insurance £600. So that's the total amount to be paid. If we take it away from the £14,414.40, should give us the difference, should give us the take-home pay. That is 13,431.52. That's the take-home pay. A customer wants to take out a personal loan of £1,500. They will complete repayments at the end of 6 months, 182 days. The bank offers the following 3 options. Option A, at the end of the 3 months, pay back £1,500 plus 8p per day for each £500 borrowed. Option Option B, at the end of the 6 months, pay back £1,500 plus 2.7% interest. Option C, at the end of 6 months, pay back £1,500 plus a monthly repayment amount of 0.5% of the total amount borrowed. Which loan option is the cheapest? Show your working out and write your answer in the box below. Let's look at each option. Option A, at the end of the 6 months, pay back 1,500 plus 8p per day for each £500 borrowed. So that is 3 lots of 500 fit into 1,500. So 3 times 8, that is 24 pence. So 24 pence per day. So we'll do 24 times 182. In fact, this is 24 pence and this is £1,500, so we need to convert this into pounds. So 0.24 times 182 plus 1,500 gives us 1,543.68. That's option A. Now option B. So you pay back 1,500 plus 2.7% interest. So in a way, it's like multiplying this by 1.027. So 1,500 times 1.027 gives us 1,540.5. Option C, you pay back 1,500 plus a monthly repayment amount of 0.5% of the total amount borrowed. So monthly, 0.5%. It's 6 months, so 6 times 0.5 gives us 3. So it's like adding 3% on top of this, or multiplying by 1.03. So 1,500 times 1.03 gives us 1,545. Which one is the cheapest? So £1,540 and 50 pence is the cheapest. So that is option B. You work as a lorry driver for Highfield Transport. You receive your monthly wage slip. Your annual salary is £22,124 and 48 pence. You have a tax-free allowance of £12,500. You need to deduct PAYE tax and national insurance on the salary that you earn after this allowance. PAYE tax is 18.60% on your earnings after your tax-free allowance. National insurance is 15.7% on your earnings after your tax-free allowance. Your pension is 3% of your total monthly salary before any tax deductions. Complete your monthly wage slip above, calculating your PAYE tax, national insurance, pension, and net pay. Show any workings in the box below. So if we take away 12,500 from 22,124.48, that will give us the taxable income. For the year, that is. So 9,600 £224 and 48 pence. If we divide this by 12, it should give us taxable income per month. So that is £802 and 4 pence. Tax is at 18.62%, so 18.62 out of 100 of the amount, which is £802 and 4 pence. So 18.62 divided by 100 times 802.04 gives us 149.34. National insurance is 15.7% on your earnings after your tax-free allowance. So that is 15.7% of 802.04. So 15.7 out of 100 of 802.04, which is 125.92. And pension, that is 3% of the total monthly salary before any tax deduction. So that is 3%, which is 3 out of 100 of the amount 1,843.71. So again, using a calculator, we do 3 divided by 100 times 1,843.71 gives us 55.3113. So £55 and 31 pence. So if we take all of these away from the 1,843.71, we should have the final answer for net pay. So taking away 149.34 minus 125.92 minus 55.31 equals 1,513.14. You also make candles which you sell on your online craft shop. You sell candles for £6.75 each and photo frames for £8.99 each. 58% of the selling price is profit for each item. Last month you sold 46 candles and 31 photo frames. You estimate it takes 30 minutes to make each candle and 1.5 hours to make each photo frame. Calculate how much profit you earn per hour, show you're working out, and write the answer in the box below. So 46 candles sold at £6.75 is £310.50, and 31 photo frames sold at £8.99 is £278.69. So in total That is £589.19. 58% is profit, so 58 out of 100 of 589.19 gives us 341.7302. Now that is profit. How long did it take to make all of these? 30 minutes to make each candle. So there were 46 candles. So 46 divided by 2, that is 23 hours. Because there are 2 lots of 30 minutes in each hour. That's why I divided by 2. So it took 23 hours to make the candles. Now we've got 31 photo frames at 1.5 hours each. So we're going to do 31 times 1.5, which is 46.5. So 46.5, add the 23 hours for making the candles, that is 69.5 in total. So if we divide the profit by 69.5, it should give us profit per hour. So 341.7302 divided by 69.5 gives us 4.92. So £4.92 profit per hour. So that was the space to show the working out. The table below shows how much Highfield Ground Maintenance pays its staff. Got working day and rate. Monday to Friday, hourly rate. Saturday, hourly rate times 1 1/4. Sunday, double hourly rate. Last week you worked 7.5 hours each day on Monday to Friday, 4 hours on Saturday and 3 hours on Sunday. The hourly rate is £8.90. Each week your employer deducts 20% to pay your tax. How much did you earn last week after tax? Show you working out and write the answer in the box below. So Monday to Friday, 7.5 hours each day. So that is 5 times 7.5, which is 37.5 hours. Hourly rate is £8.90, so 37.5 times £8.90 gives us £333.75. Now on Saturday, that is 4 hours. That is 1 1/4 of the hourly rate for Saturday. Hourly rate is £8.90. A quarter of that is going to be £8.90 divided by 4, which we're going to add on top of the £8.90. So that is 11.125. So 4 times 11.125, which is 44.5, or £44.50. 3 hours on Sunday at double hourly rate. So That is 2 times £8.90, which is 17.8. So multiplying that by 3 gives us 53.4, £53.40. If we add all of these together, gives us £431.65. That is before tax. So 20% of 431.65 gives us 86.33. So we need to take that away. Which is £345.32. You are working at Highfield Farm. You are buying a new tractor. You will be getting a loan for the full cost of the tractor. The tractor will cost £64,950. The compound interest rate is 4% per annum, which will be added to the total cost of the tractor up front. You will pay back the loan in 36 equal monthly payments. What will you pay each month? Show your working out and write the answer in the box below. Okay, so that is £64,950 times the multiplier. So 1.04. So 100% and the 4%, that is 104%. As a decimal, that is 1.04. To the power of 3, because it's 36 months, so that is equal to 3 years. So if we do this using a calculator, gives us £73,059 and 92 pence. Dividing this by 36 gives us £2,029 and 44 pence. Plus the monthly payment. Tom is given £8,500 to go towards the deposit to buy his first house. Tom sees these two savings accounts. Money saver account, 1.75% per year, to be added at the end of each year. Bonus saver account, save for 3 years and receive a single bonus of 5.25%. Tom puts his money in the money saver account. How much more money will Tom have after 3 years compared to the bonus saver account? Show your calculations and our workings out here. The difference between the two accounts is that for the first one, money saver account, money is added at the end of each year, so it's compound interest. Whereas for the bonus saver account, that is simple interest. 3 years at 1.75% each, that is going to be 5.25% at the end of year 3. So let's have a look at the difference. So 8,500 is the investment times the multiplier, so 1.0175, so 1.75% on top of 100 divided by 100, that gives us 1.0175 to the power of 3, because it's 3 years. So 8,500 times 1.0175 times 1.0175 times 1.0175, which is 8,954 pounds and 10 pence. Now let's compare it with a bonus saver account. So 8,500 invested times 1.0525, well, that's to the power of 1 because the payment is made only once. So we don't need to add a power there at all. So using the calculator, 8,500 times 1.0525 gives us 8,946 pounds and 25 pence. How much more money will Tom have after 3 years? So if we deduct, we take away, 8,954 pounds and 10 pence, take away 8,946 pounds and 25 pence, gives us 7 pounds 85. Katie works for Maya. She has an annual income of £19,410. She has a personal allowance of £11,850. She pays 20% tax on the rest of her income. How much income tax should she pay in a year? So 19,410 take away 11,850 should give us the taxable income, which is 7,560 pounds. So she pays 20% of that, so that's going to be 20 out of 100 of the 7,560 pounds. So it's like multiplying the number by 0.2, which is 1,512. Padma is organising a fundraising event for a charity. The event will include a 3-course meal, a singer. Padma is working out how much to charge for a ticket to the event. The table shows the cost she expects to have. Hire a venue, £1,660. Meal, £14.25 per person. Fee for singer, £400. Other costs, £350. Padma expects 230 people to attend the event. She wants to make a profit of at least £5,000 to give to the charity. Work out the smallest amount she should charge for a ticket. Give your answer to a suitable degree of accuracy. You must show your working. So we've got these costs. So £1,660. Add 400 at 350. And also £14.25 per person, and she expects 230 people, so that is 3,277 pounds and 50 pence. So adding all of these together. This is £5,687 and 50 pence. So that is the cost. We need to add 5,000 to that. Because she needs to make a profit of 5,000. So that's how much she should charge in total. So £10,687 and 50 pence. If we divide that by 230, gives us £46 and 47 pence. That's how much she should charge per ticket. Padma wants to have a number of flyers printed to promote the event. She sees these events for two printing companies, North Printers and Speedy Printers. North Printers, flyers 200 for £3.25, and Speedy Printers, flyers 1,000 for £18, 12.5% discount on orders over £70. It would cost £97.50 to have the flyers printed at North Printers. How much would it cost to have the same number of flyers printed at Speedy Printers? So, North Printers, 200 of them for £3.25. So if we divide £97.50 by £3.25, should give us how many lots of 200 were ordered. So using a calculator, we'll do 97.5 divided by 3.25, which is 30. So we know now 30 times 200 leaflets were ordered. 30 times 200, that is 3 times 2, which is 6. Adding 1, 2, 3 zeros to that, which is 6,000. So at Speedy Printers, 1,000 of them cost £18. So 6,000 of them, that will be 18 times 6, which is £108. 12.5% discount on orders over £70. So we're going to do 12.5%, which is 12.5 out of 100, of the amount, which is £108. So it's like multiplying 108 by 0.125, which is 13.5. So that's the discount. So 108 now, take away 13.5, gives us 94.5. So £94.50. So how much did it cost to have the same number of flyers printed at Speedy Printers? That is £94.50. Marco is about to start university. The table shows his total expected income for the year. Got student loan, £8,700, part-time job, £4,800. Marco budgets for the following expenses each month for 12 months. So we've got accommodation £589, living expenses £186, entertainment £65, travel £87.50. Marco will save any income that he does not spend. How much does he expect to save in the year? So these are expenses per month. If we add them all together and then multiply it by 12, it will give us the expenses for the whole year. So using a calculator, we'll do 589 plus 186 plus 65 plus 87.5, which gives us 927.5. And then multiplying this now by 12, gives us £11,130. Looking at income, we've got 8,700 and 4,800. So 8,700 plus 4,800 gives us 13,500. So 13,500 take away 11,130 should give us the difference, which is 2,370. So that's how much he saves. On Marco's 14th birthday, his parents put £2,000 into a bank account for him. The account pays compound interest at a rate of 1.5% per annum. Marco can access the account on his 21st birthday. How much will be in the account on his 21st birthday? So we'll start with a formula. Put 2,000 down times the multiplier, so that is 1.015. So adding 1.5% on top of the 100, and then dividing that by 100 to get the decimal form of it. So that is to the power of what? How many years between the 14th birthday to the 21st birthday? That is 21 minus 14, which gives us 7. So this is to the power of 7. So using the calculator, we'll do 2,000 times 1.015 to the power of 7. So that is £2,219 and 69 pence. Steph works out the cost of her trip, including the return journey. She will use her car to drive 108 miles each way. She and her 3 friends will share the cost of fuel equally. The car travels 12.5 miles per litre of fuel. Fuel costs 128.8 pence per litre. Staff will also pay £3 for a return train ticket, £30 for a match ticket, £8 for food. Work out the total amount staff will pay for her trip. So that is 108 miles each way. So 108 at 108. That is 216 miles. Her car does 12.5 miles per litre of fuel. So if we divide 216 by 12.5, should give us how many litres are needed. So 216 16 divided by 12.5 gives us 17.28. So that is how many litres? 17.28 now, multiplied by 128.8 should give us the cost in pence. So that is 2,225.664 pence. So if we divide this by 100, it should give us the cost in pounds. So 22.25664, and we know that money needs to have two decimal places, so £22 and 26 pence. We're going to round this. So that is the travel cost. But Steph will share the cost with her 3 friends. So we're going to divide this by 4. So 22.26 divided by 4 gives us 5.568. What we need to add to that is £3.30 and the 8. So that is 5.568 plus 3 plus 30 plus 8 gives us 46.565. So that is £46 and 57 pence. Ahmed collects £35 for his swim and gave it to the charity. 6/7 of this money was donated by taxpayers. Using gift aid, the charity claimed an extra 25p for every £1 donated by a taxpayer. How much money did the charity receive, including gift aid from Ahmed's swim? So 6/7 of 35. So we'll do 35 divided by 7 times 6. 35 divided by 7 gives us 5. 5 times 6 is 30. So that is £30 that was donated by taxpayers. So using gift aid, the charity claimed an extra 25p for every £1 donated. So that is £30 donated. So we're going to do 0.25, which is 25p using pound notation. Multiply that by 30. So 0.25 times 30 gives us 7.5. So that is £7.50. So the question is, how much money did the charity receive, including gift aid from Ahmed Swim? So that is 35 and the £7.50 gives us £42.50. And this is the end of the questions.